All right, guys, another piece of exciting news today. We are going to be speaking about BlackRock's IBIT ETF is holding around 50,000 BTC and a couple of other pieces of news that I believe that you should really be paying attention to and following along because it might impact your portfolio. Now, if you haven't already subscribed, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the whole BlackRock holding the 50,000 BTC. Well, be sure to hit the bell icon. So, as we're telling, that amount of 50,000 BTC is around $2 billion in assets. Now, that's under the management. And 10 days after the trading debut, all of this happened. So, the growth of that, so IBIT actually consistently and continuously seen a bunch of inflow of capital, and in the first 10 days that the strategic acquisitions or the just acquisitions, however you want to really list that or call that, the value of Bitcoin actually jumped its own. Now, a moment occurred in the ninth day with $170 million of investments. So that's pretty big in my opinion. Now it allowed them to get around 4,300 bitcoins, pushing a total of around 49,952 altogether. But the price actually went past 40,000, which is really good. You've seen that it actually dropped down to, what was it, like 38, and then it went up to 40,000 mark again. But the IBIT's value actually escalated as well and passed 2 billion. Now, the ETF actually performing, though, is actually really good, especially when you compare it to the competitors going on. Grayscale, the GBTC, actually went and moved over to spot ETF with around 30 billion ohm. So IBIT's growth actually is really showing how dynamic the growth can be in investors in BlackRock's management. But Nate Garashi, he's the president of the ETF store, said that around 600 plus ETFs launched in the past year. IBIT is actually ranking third. So now Fidelity is also nipping at everything or getting a bite of everything, trying to, because the next fund's to cross 2 billion threshold, but they're shy of 44,000 Bitcoins right now, and more than 100 million of inflows on January 26, with about 1.8 billion in 10 days. But Fidelity's 10-day trading volume is around 223.8 million, which is higher than IBIT's 203.7. It's a lot, but not really. So they're kind of racing back and forth to get some financial institutions to actually capitalize on the market. But all of this shows a very clear and a very obvious sign that the sector is actually growing in legitimacy and appeal, and that's how it's playing out. But Bitcoin 41,882. All right, let's take a look at some others here. All right, BlackRock's IBIT. All right, yeah. So also Cardano and Ripple buyers are actually trying to jump in and buy Calexo early on. So many of those people that invested in Cardano, especially in the last month, has been dealing with a lot. But the thing with Cardano is that the performance with it was 21% worse than what it did around a month ago. So, but there looks like to be no downtrend. Now, of course, is what it's telling. So many fluctuations actually show that Cardano, but declined overall around 0.47. Let's just say 0.4755. But Ripple also keeps falling. So 2 weeks ago, Ripple was around 0.6189, and gave everybody hope that it would actually kind of improve on the difficult start. But everybody started to lose their hope with the price down about 0.51, so 51 cents. And now it's 17% worse than it was a month ago as well, and 6% worse just in the last week. So it already kind of dropped. So Calexo is what everybody's jumping to right now to kind of, everybody's tired of Cardano and XRP at this point. But Calexo will actually see some deposits and withdrawals, and they're going to do this by using a variety of different cryptos. So What it is, it's a no commission swap service that is actually kind of getting everybody's attention right now. So this will give much more than what the conventional lenders are able or will be able to offer altogether. So tokens are right at about 0.02 per unit. And they're promising some rewards like governance powers and a share of platform fees for investors who actually join the pre-sale. Also, the analysts are saying that Bitcoin price has probably already hit the bottom. Now, this is coming from Credible Crypto. He said that he was expecting that the price would actually bounce back closer to 40,000 following the dip from around 38 last week, but it comes at the risk of another drop around 37, but not below the 36 level. So he says it remains to be if the Bitcoin rally has already bottomed out in the recent wave in the context of approval of ETF. But he said there could be actually more selling pressure for the zone, and the bounce could actually recent lows, and that could trigger profit taking. But there's a little scope for actually lower lows before 40. So if that holds actual, now it's likely that Bitcoin bottom is already in. So he says, right? So. The impact, the ETF, if you guys missed it, I don't think you did, but it happened the 26th. It was done. So that inflow was around 671 million, which actually broke a record for the ETF's single day net outflow. But the net outflows have reached around 5.46 billion, and it's holding around 19, let's say $20 billion in net assets. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. So again, I would like to remind you, subscribe, help us support the channel, and I will see you again next time.